Welcome to this presentation of recommendations prepared by the Advisory Board for the Collegiate Education for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing program at Northwestern Connecticut Community College. Students First Initiative: Higher Education Access for Deaf, DeafBlind, and Hard of Hearing persons. These recommendations were originally submitted to Dr. Michael Rook, President of Northwestern Connecticut Community College. And in preparation for the new 12-campus Connecticut State Community College, which will open in the fall of 2023, they have been submitted to its President, Dr. David Levinson. First, some historical background. The Advisory Board proposes 4 major recommendations to serve deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing students in the new Connecticut State Community College. The first of these is the establishment of the statewide Collegiate Education for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing program. The second major recommendation is to relocate the program for the deaf and hard of hearing to a more geographically central urban area. Statewide services would be centralized, and several issues will be addressed. According to a survey conducted in the spring of 2020, approximately 800 deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing young adults throughout Connecticut were identified as potential beneficiaries of post-secondary educational services. Support services such as classroom interpreting, tutoring, note-taking, captioning, counseling, and instructional specialists would be coordinated by the Resource Center at the Naugatuck Valley campus and delivered to the 12 branch campuses of the Connecticut State Community College, the 4 state universities, and Charter Oak State College. Deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing students needing remedial and developmental courses before enrolling in certificate or degree programs would come from around the state to receive specialized instruction at the Resource Center in Waterbury. The third major recommendation entails staffing for the statewide CED-HH program. This would unfold in 2 phases. Phase 1, the pre-launch period in fiscal year 2022 to 2023. Phase 2 would add the remaining full and part-time staff in fiscal year 2023 to 2024. The fourth major recommendation is for appropriate placement of the statewide CED-HH program within the proposed organizational structure of the new Connecticut State Community College. Note that the Director of Services for Deaf, DeafBlind, and Hard of Hearing students, in addition to working closely with the Director of Disabled Student Services, would have administrative responsibility for the Deaf Studies and Interpreter Training programs in order to maintain cohesiveness and coordinate the common interests among and between the three programs. The Director would collaborate with the Associate Dean supervising communication, foreign language, English as a second language, and philosophy programs. Finally, the Advisory Board has made specific recommendations concerning budgeting for Phase 1 and Phase 2. Your letter of support for these recommendations will have significant influence on budgeting decisions made by the administrators for the new Connecticut State Community College. Please send your letters to Dr. David Levinson, President of the Connecticut State Community College, and to Matt Fleury, Chairperson of the Board of Regents for the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities, at the addresses shown on this screen.